What up, guys? Happy belated Valentine's Days. I hope you had fun. As always, thank you for stopping by. So read the disclaimer and let's go with the trade, guys. All right, so if you were trading on Friday, NVDA was probably on your watch list. Okay, and this is a intraday chart of a 3 minutes, after market, pre-market, and during the day. Okay, so as always, we want to look at the daily chart so that we know where is the resistance, the support, and how much range can the stock move on that day. Okay, as you can see here, this is the highest point of the stock. It was like 2018, late 2018. Okay, and then they crashed down afterward, and then this consolidate in this area, and this broke out, make a high, low, through after all that good earning, and then today it did another earning, and it's gap up. Okay, so basically that's what you want to see. Okay, so that's a potential where it's gonna move is the high, of 2 years ago. Okay, and then this also a better view of a daily chart, of a weekly chart actually. So that's the highest I've ever got, and that this week, and as you can see here, is retraced down after some bad publicity, some earning, I don't remember exactly what, and then this is where one of the support is, and the 200-day moving average is bounced up, create this range, put on a higher low, okay, and then consolidate and broke out and is move. Look at this. Okay, it's very similar to the intraday chart if you're going to look at it. Okay, so let go to intraday chart. Okay, look at that support area, retrace to that, bounce up, put a high, and move up. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the technical yet, but always you want to focus on the fundamental, because the fundamental help give the stock direction. Okay, and as you know, NVDA had earning on late Thursday at evening, and it was good. It did well. The EPS beat by 13%, and the revenue was beat also by 4%, and they also raised the guidance. So whenever it raised the guidance, the stock gonna move higher than what it is. Okay, and also when you look at the guidance, this is the more like a fundamental thing. You want to look at the revenue, and NVIDIA has like 4 or 5 segments of revenue. The two main one, I believe, is the gaming and the data center, and they beat them very well, like up more than 40%. But don't quote me on that. But when you look into NVIDIA earning, make sure you look into those. Okay. Also, Cowen, one of the brokerage firm, came out and reiterate it outperform status. Okay, and then also increase the target from 240 to 325. And as you can see here, the stock is right now as 290. So this definitely gonna drive the stock higher. Okay, and then also there was a lot of publicity. The media were going crazy about this. So definitely when it open, it will go up. Okay, so basically that's all about the fundamental, and let's get to the technical. Okay, so I put in some resistance and support. So this after hour, this is a high, so it's going to become the resistance, and when it open right here, it's pop up. It was trending down, and then when it open, it gap up right here, so it gives you a very good support right here. Okay, so you draw that's going to be a support. Here is also a support. So if the trade move below this line, most likely you would consider that a fail. But here, because this is kind of minor support, but this is a strong support, as you can see. Okay, and then right here is the trend line. So whenever there is a lower high, you want to draw a trend line, and it makes some significant difference. Okay, and I'll talk about that. Okay, so some of you might ask, like, why don't we trade the gap up at open? Okay, the thing is this stock gap up like 6% pre-market, and the thing is the range is kind of big, and when the range is too big, I don't want to trade breakout. Okay, is because people are going to stay up here and wait to short it down, and as you can see, when it opened, it did gap up. Okay, it did go up, but it went back down right away. Okay, so as you can see right here, the first minute the first 3 minutes, because this is a 3 minute chart, you all want to see the volume. The volume was 1.6 million. So at this point, a lot of people was buying. That, like, for a $290 stock, that would be maybe $400 million in 3 minutes. So the institution are on the stock, okay, and they're not gonna let it go. So that's a good thing. See, right here, I prefer it make a higher high, which is good, but I prefer a new high. So that's one of the things when you trade a retracement, or some people call this consolidation breakout, whatever. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Okay, so at this point right here, right, when it opened, but it retraced back down to this area right here, the support level, you actually could buy it there if you are a brave person. I don't typically do that. I don't have the ball to do that, whatever, because money is precious, and that is not in my playbook. Okay, so usually when that is something for me to look at, to monitor whether or not it's going to hold a support. Okay, because that support wasn't tested before. Okay, now it's tested. Okay, when it's tested once, you don't want to get in. But some people does want to play the bounce, and that could be with it. But because the thing is, when it bounced off here, when it moved back, it has two resistance. It has the VWAP here and the 20 days moving average. Okay, so you want to see what it does. So as usual, they're going to pop up and they're going to move down again. Okay, so that's create this lower high here, and you want to draw that trend line. So whenever it's break above the trend line, is a good signal. Okay, so when the retracement here from this lower high, I want to see around 50% retracement. Okay, but this one more than 90%. So it's not that good, but it's okay because it is also a higher low here. Okay, it's a higher low, so it's a good thing. So it's tested. There are more buying pressure here, and that's a good thing. And then when it pop above this trend line, you see this volume, it's tiny bit, is more than average on the 1 minute chart. And then on the 3 minute chart here, it's a little bit pop up, and it's pop back right away. So at least there's some indication. And for me, where I would like to get in? I would like to get in at this 289 here. I like to get in the whole number above the VWAP and the 20 days moving average. That's typically what I like to do. And then I would risk $3 for this trade. Okay, so if go below here, that trade is practically done. Okay, so that's what I would risk, but it's going to cost me $289,000 for 100 share. So that's a lot of money. So I'm a hopeful investor, guys. I don't have that much money. So the other option to do this is to use option to trade this. Right? That's the reason why I was interested in option, because this fill in the gap of my strategy. So that's how you trade a stock if you use money. But if you want to trade option, this is how you're going to trade it. I'm going to show you, and if you don't want to listen to this, you could fast forward to the end. Okay, but for now, I will talk about the option. So basically, you could use like option chain. Since this stock was traded on Friday, the option chain on Friday 214 here, and at 295 contract 295. The lowest level right here is $12. Okay, so at this low right here, it was $12. So if you're a brave soul, you could risk $12 to trade this at the support level. I mean, it's cheap. You could buy maybe one contract and see what happened. It's not going to hurt. $12. You could buy maybe 2 Subway. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. It's a decent deal. Okay, but at this level, at 290. 289 level, it's probably going to be around 18 cents, 20 cents. So think about it. So if you buy it here, and if it go down under here, you probably lost, if anything, half of it, so maybe $10. But as you can see, at this level right here, 294.29, the ask is $1.54. So think about it. Most people are probably going to get out right here because that's the resistance. Okay, and that would be around at least $1. So think about it, 20 cents to $1 within like an hour. It's an awesome trade. That's 500%. Okay, so that's one thing if you want to trade intraday. On the other hand, I would like to trade the next week option chain, February 21st you know, because the thing is, you want to sometimes it's continuation. You want to continue, okay? So I would prefer to trade this one. It's more expensive, but you know, it's not that bad. So you could do 300 for 300. I'm sorry, a 300 option chain. The lowest point right here was $1.22, or you could do the 305 for 68 cents. You know, so you could buy here. If you buy a 289, it's probably around 80 cents, okay, if anything. And then if you do lose it, you probably lose maybe 30 cents per contract. So you know, it's not bad. It's a freaking awesome deal. You know, lost $30 to trade a $289 stock. Come on, man, that's the best deal you can. You know, that's awesome leverage. Okay, and the thing is, you could buy two options. You know, if you buy two options here, $80 each. You know, that's 160, right? And then when it reached to this resistance level up here, you could just sell it, one of the contract. Okay, that's gonna be, you know, because right here you're technically double your money already. Okay, and then the other contract you could do a getter spread. You know, so basically you could sell the 310. You know, for like $1 something right here. You know, it's that you make $20, okay, from the getter spread, and then if the stock continue next week up to 310, you get $500 extra on this trade. So the continuation play, so you kind of like position yourself for next week's play. So it's an awesome deal. You risk nothing and you actually get money back beforehand. So that's how I would like to trade this. If you know you have extra money and you think this would continue, that is the proper way to do it. Okay, so that's how you would utilize option for this. Okay, so and one more thing, you know, with this trade, you want to trade with the market. Okay, anything with like retracement and stuff, you want to trade. You want to correlate with the market, the S&P, and as you can see right here, like, you know, around 10-15, the market has been trending down when open, right? And this is kind of like a reversal. You could see right here, you know, that's like a morning star. There's a long wick, you know. So this usually, you know, is a reversal, and this kind of extended down to the downside. Okay, so basically you could see here, right? See, around 10-15, same thing. So you want to calibrate with that. So if you calibrate the stock trading with that, your chances of making money is really good. You know, the accuracy is increased with that. Okay, so basically that is about it, guys. Is that, you know, that's basically pretty decent for this trade. And if you found this informative, guys, drop that like button, subscribe, and share. And if you have any question, drop it in the comment, and I'll answer when I have the time. Okay, all right, guys, as usual, be safe. Thank you for watching, and good luck, guys. Bye.